show you how to use your Snowflake feature on your ClearTouch panel. So when you are logged into your ClearTouch panel, you always want to make sure that you are using the PC side of your ClearTouch, not the Android. So you can always swipe up from the bottom on your ClearTouch panel, and you want to make sure that the PC is circled in blue. If you see the PC circled on Android, then you just need to click the PC to make sure that you're on the PC side. Okay, once you're on the PC side, you'll see a traditional desktop homepage like this. And one of the icons that you'll have on your desktop is Snowflake Multi-Teach. So you can leave that right here. I also recommend adding it to your toolbar at the bottom. You can just drag this with your finger and add it to the bottom so that you also have the icon at the bottom, because this is going to be a really important feature. When you click on your ClearTouch panel, or on your Snowflake icon, when you click on that, it sometimes takes just a second to load. You're going to use your Snowflake icon that was sent to you from the district. Now this is just for classroom teachers. If you are in a support position, you need to get with me or your campus technology specialist to discuss your login options, because the district does have a limited number of logins available, and so we want to make sure that the licensing, we don't go over on our licensing. So for now, this is just for classroom teachers. So if you are in a support staff position, again, just talk to your technology support, and they can help you get set up with a login if you do need that. Okay. So once you open your Snowflake, this is gonna have tons of features in here, and you're just gonna be able to swipe like this. I recommend using the canvas that's embedded in Snowflake. So we looked at the overlay this morning, at least on our campus. We looked at the overlay this morning and we talked about canvas that's embedded in the overlay, but we discovered we really want to use the canvas that is available through Snowflake, because that is what's going to give you several additional options at the bottom here. In addition to just your traditional drawing tools, this is where you also have your browser feature. So you can add multiple web browsers and have multiple web pages up as well at the same time on your Canvas page. And you can have a limited number of browsers open in addition to all of your other tools, and being able to pull from your Google Drive as well. So that is where you're going to want to go on there. Let me show you one more feature in Canvas I didn't cover this morning. Whenever you are go to click on your little photo down here, this is your media browser, and this is where you can pull pictures, downloads, anything from your Google Drive. But you also have this option at the top to click over to YouTube. So any type of video that you need to pull in from, you're definitely, instead of just Googling a YouTube video, you're going to want to use this YouTube search feature, because whenever you pull in videos from that YouTube browser, it's going to filter ads for you. So you definitely want to use that one so that you don't have ads in there. This does not stop the word pop-up ads at the bottom, but it will stop traditional commercial ads. Okay. So I'm gonna get out of this. In order to switch between apps in Snowflake, you just click on the Snowflake icon in the corner. This is where I can hit close app, and it's gonna take me back to my little Snowflake home, which is where I can swipe between all kinds of stuff. So I have Google Docs, I have lessons. The lessons feature, there are hundreds or thousands of pre-made lessons and activities in there that are super awesome. So you can search within there. As soon as you click on a lesson, it saves it in your library, in your favorites, and then you can also build your own lessons. So that is a whole other feature I definitely recommend checking out and playing around with. When you're in here, so Canvas is a great one. Definitely play around with lessons. But you have lots of other options in here. These are all different activities and lessons, things that you can do with your kids. So I'll click on a few just example ones that are in here. So we can select different times. So this is one example. So let's do a hard one. So it says 5:45. Okay. that's one little app. There are dozens of apps in here. There's number plays, squares, clock, habitats. There's all kinds of puzzle activities. Let's do a piano one just for music fun. Again, we're gonna go down here, close app, and we can do something else. So there's, here's a match it game, gravity, that's really cool. Farm, let's look at math bugs. So multiples of 10, so this is just a game, or I have to click on multiples of 10. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to close out. Now this next feature is what's really cool. So if I am down here in my Snowflake, I have an option here. I can still do timers, I can do color overlays, spotlights, all of those kinds of things. But I also have a feature within Snowflake called zones. So I'm gonna click on my zones feature. And this is gonna divide my panel. I can do 2 on the side, I can do 4. This last feature does 4, but it does 2 facing that way and 2 facing this way. So you wanna save that one for if you're using the interactive panel on your campus that is flat. So I believe there's just one per campus. We just have one here at LDE, and it lays flat and is available for checkout for anyone on campus. However, in a traditional classroom, you could still use the 4 or the 2 panels with students. I'm gonna do the 2 just to show what that would look like. So now I have 2 separate panels pulled up here. So I could have Canvas open on one side, and I could have a completely different app or something pulled up over here. So let's find one we haven't used yet. Let's do animals. I don't know what this is, but we'll see. Okay, so here's an animals activity, and I have Canvas open. So I can have 2 different activities pulled up at once. I can also have, if I go to zones here, I can also pull this up and do 4 zones at once. So I could have 4 different students here at the same time. If you do that, I would definitely lower your panel so that the students can reach the higher side. I can have different zones with different activities. So I'm gonna click again on my Snowflake, and I can go back to select zones. At the bottom here, you'll see right here, we're in elementary mode. There is actually on Snowflake, you can select a secondary mode, and this is going to have apps and tools that are more appropriate for secondary classes. So I'm gonna switch back and make sure that we stay in elementary mode since we are in an elementary campus. Again, I'm gonna click my zones, and I can have 2 different things open right here. So, you know, you could definitely have 2 different student activities happening here. There are tons of apps and activities here, but it can also be used just for more traditional things. So let's say I have my morning announcements playing on one side, and over here, so we'll pretend this is our morning announcement video here. So, okay, there's our morning announcement video, and then over here I could have my lunch count, and I can have students just walk up and do their tally for what lunch they bring or whatever the activity is. But that split screen option is a really nice feature. So I'm just again gonna go right down here. I can do close app, and whenever I'm ready, I can hit this exit Snowflake, and that's gonna take me back to my PC homepage. So I definitely recommend looking at the Snowflake email that was sent by the district, and that account was already created for you. Again, if you are not a classroom teacher, just come see me if you are wanting to use Snowflake, because I love it, and I want everyone to be able to use it. We have a limited number of licenses, so just come see me if you want to see that. For classroom teachers, when you use Snowflake, again, it's not based on the number of users, it's the number of licenses. So it's really important to only log in on your panel or on your district issued Chromebook. If you start logging in multiple places, every time you log in, it is a separate license. So only log in on your panel and maybe your district issued Chromebook. If you have any questions, just come see me. Thanks.